A playbook aborted with nginx running is undefined on some hosts. The root cause: the variable was only registered where nginx was installed, leaving it undefined elsewhere. Let's break down Ansible Conditionals and Loops, how it works, and the exact mistake behind that failure. Ansible Conditionals use the when keyword to run tasks only when certain conditions are met. Loops let you repeat a task for multiple items, like creating many users. Together, they make your playbooks concise and maintainable. The when clause evaluates a Jinya2 expression. If it's true, the task runs. A common mistake is using a bare variable like when, nginx running, which fails if the variable is undefined. Always check with is defined. Here's a production example. Restart nginx only if the config changed and the OS is Debian. The when clause uses a list for and conditions. The loop keyword is the modern way to iterate. It's consistent and works with filters. Always default your loop variable to an empty list to avoid errors if it's undefined. This task creates 3 users using a loop. Each iteration uses item for the current value. The legacy with items automatically flattens nested lists. It's deprecated, so use loop with flatten if you need that behavior. This is the old way to iterate. It still works, but you'll get deprecation warnings. Loop control gives you fine-grained control. Use label to make output readable, index var to track the iteration number, and pause to add delays between iterations for rate limiting. Here we use index var to number each entry. The ix variable holds the current index starting from 0. The until clause retries a task until a condition is met. You must register the result and use it in the condition. Combine with retries and delay to control polling. This task polls a health endpoint until it returns 200. It retries up to 10 times with a 5-second delay between attempts. For nested loops, use product for all combinations, subelements for structured data, and zip for parallel iteration. Always use skip missing equals true with subelements to avoid errors. This example uses product to create all combinations of users and databases, then grants privileges. The label makes the output clear. To loop over a dictionary, convert it to a list using dict2items. Then you can access item.key and item value. This task sets kernel parameters from a dictionary. The dict2items filter converts the dict to a list of items with key and value. You can use when inside a loop to conditionally process items. For large lists, filter the list beforehand with selectadder to reduce iterations. This loop installs only packages where install is true. The when condition is evaluated for each item. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. The playbook used when nginx running without checking if the variable was defined. On hosts where nginx wasn't installed, the register task was skipped, leaving nginx running undefined. Ansible threw an error and stopped, leaving half the hosts with expired certs. The variable nginx running was only registered on hosts where nginx was installed. On hosts without nginx, the register step was skipped, leaving the variable undefined and aborting the playbook. The fix was to change the conditional to when nginx running is defined and nginx running, status equals running. This ensures the variable exists before checking its value. We also made the register task run unconditionally with ignore errors. Yes. This was the exact line that caused the outage. A bare variable in when fails if the variable is undefined. Always use is defined or default. If mylist is undefined, the loop fails. Always default to an empty list. Loop, mylist default. When using include tasks in a loop, the inner tasks overwrite the outer item variable. Use loop control, loop var, myitem and reference myitem in the included file. The loop keyword was introduced in Ansible 2.5. If you are maintaining playbooks for older control nodes, e.g., RHEL 7 with Ansible 2.4, you must use with items or upgrade. The article assumes a modern version. This caveat prevents silent failures in legacy environments. The article mentions selectadder for filtering but omits rejectadder, which excludes items matching a condition. This is useful for skipping items in a loop without a when clause. improving readability and performance. When using until, if the task itself fails, e.g., connection refused, the retry loop stops unless ignore errors. Yes is set. The article mentions this briefly, but should emphasize that ignore errors is often needed to allow retries on transient failures like 503 responses. The article covers subelements for static data, but not for dynamic data like registered results. This pattern is common when you need to iterate over nested results from a previous task. To debug conditionals and loops, use the debug module to print variables. Run with VVV to see evaluated conditions. Use step to confirm each task interactively, and syntax check to catch syntax errors. Let's run through some common interview questions. Difference between loop and with items. Loop is modern, doesn't auto-flat. With items is deprecated. How to iterate over a dictionary. Use stick to items filter. Explain until retries delay. Polling loop, retry until condition met. And a few frequently asked questions. Can you use include role in a loop? Yes, but use loop var to avoid variable conflicts. Is there a limit on retries? No hard limit, but default is 3. Can you break out of a loop? No, but you can skip items with when. Let's recap the key takeaways. Always use is defined or default. In when, prefer loop over with items. Use loop control for output and rate limits. Use until with register for polling. Ready to go deeper? Up next, Ansible handlers and notifications, then Ansible Genia 2 templates, then Ansible Vault for secrets management, and Ansible error handling. Find them all at TheCodeForge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.